Hey y'all, it's your girl Boonie, and you're listening to the Boonie Breakdown podcast, your source for all things responsible and ratchet. All right. Hey guys, welcome to the final season. Yes, season 15 of the Boonie Breakdown podcast is our final season. I'm going to get more into what that is going to be a little bit later, but you know, we had to kick it off with the problematic fave. All right. And so we're here. You know what it is. We never make an agenda, but I think we had some breakthroughs. We had some good discoveries. We talk about ugly people dating ugly people. How about these little clues that we can tell in day-to-day life that we are aging, and what a blessing that is, though. Online dating, and the big discussion was abstinence versus celibacy. So stick around for that conversation. All right, we're going to kick off this season 15 with a drag of the week, not a pick of the week, a drag of the week. And it's the government shutdown. I am affected by this. A lot of people I know are affected by this. And so I think right now we're in like day 19 or day 20 of this, and we're not getting paychecks. And so this is a tough time for a lot of people who are not being paid, not just federal government workers, but federal government contractors. And at some point, depending on how long this goes, the ripple effect that this could have across the economy. And it is not fair that the people that we elect and we send to Congress to do their jobs in the House and the Senate are not doing their jobs, and we do not have a budget, and the government is shut down. So to everyone affected, please keep your heads up. Do the best you can. You know, we are resilient, but it's just bullshit that we have to be resilient and deal with all of these things. And so keep your head up and fuck all these people for not doing their job, and fuck all the people who did this to us, because we could have had a different way. We could have had it better. We could have almost had it all.
Housekeeping. Come back later, please. Housekeeping? Not now.
All right, so we're doing some housekeeping. I know people were shocked when I announced that this would be the final season. I've been getting a lot of questions about why and what. And, you know, podcasting is really hard. I really enjoy podcasting. I love doing this. But there are some things that I love more. There are some pivots in my life that I'm having to make with other commitments that I'm making. And I don't feel like I am going to be in the space and the capacity to continue the podcast in the way that I can do it, and that the quality that I would expect to do it. So I want everyone to just know that even though this is the final season, this is not a goodbye. I may just do things as I see fit with episodes. If something crazy is happening, I may just record an episode. It may move to the live. I know everyone is like, what are you going to do next? And I don't have that fully fleshed out. I'm going to be honest. What I do know is that I will continue to do live shows in some capacity. I really, 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 really enjoy the live shows. And so, yes, they are a lot of work, but they are a little bit more manageable for my schedule than doing the weekly podcast. So, just wanted to clarify that. I'll do a solo episode very soon and go through some more things. But yes, season 15, the final episode. What I do want to do, though, is that we will get to 300 episodes. Episode 300 will be the last episode of this iteration of the Boonie Breakdown podcast. Housekeeping point number 2, speaking of live shows, we are going to be in New Orleans on December 6th. We have an amazing lineup, an amazing panel. We have podcast friend, we love her, sexologist Goody Howard would be there. We have a local influencer and singer, Jada Tanner. You can follow her at Nola Curvy Girl. And then I also have Ursula Stewart, who is a business owner in New Orleans, Ursula's Boutique. We're going to have a great time. The New Orleans Boonie Breakdown live show is sponsored by One Condoms. We love our friends over at One Condoms. And so December 6th, it'll be an early birthday celebration for your girl. I hope to see some more faces, some new faces there. You get a goodie bag, and the goodie bag is going to be bomb thanks to our sponsor. We're giving away the magic wands. The venue is dope. So I just really hope to see so many of you in New Orleans on December 6th. Our third point. Welcome back. If you are new here, guys are probably already following. Make sure you follow us on social media, on Instagram, on what else are we on? Threads, Facebook at the Boonie Breakdown. I am back on TikTok now, but I don't know how much podcast shit I'm posting there. But you can follow me at the Boonie Breakdown on TikTok as well. All right, so that's it, guys. Let's get ready to break it down. So, final season, kicking it off. Had to have Brian. What's up, friend?
Hey, how you doing? Final season, started the first episode. So
You were my very first episode.
yes, very first episode. I remember that episode like it was yesterday.
I do too. I was
What?
talking about this. I went to this event up in New York, and I was talking about how I do every now and then go back and listen to the first episode because it reminds me of how far I've come. Like, look at the growth.
Yeah.
Wild boy. You always been a wild boy.
I said pause because you said look at the growth. But I need to go back and listen to it because I really don't even know what you're talking about when you say you're a wild boy. I do remember that was the episode that should I like say it or people have to go back and listen to it?
I'll just say it was an episode with a gun.
Yeah, right. And it was a listener who actually came after that wanted that treatment, but we never found her.
Oh yeah, I remember that. So if you're still listening, here's your shot. But yes.
No, that was very negligent. I'm a little bit more mature now.
Are you though?
A little bit.
Okay.
I think from between the first episode and now, we
There's
see
some growth.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Pause. We see the progression of Brian from episode 1 to the final season.
No,
you know what I mean?
1,000%. 1,000%. So
and yeah, I mean, if I was the same as I was, how many years ago was that?
Jesus, people keep saying it's either 8 years ago, I think.
Yeah, so I mean, I think everybody within a 5-year window should have some type of growth or be different than what they were. You know what I mean? Like if we stay the same, like what we've been doing. You know what I mean?
That's kind of trash if you're the same person.
Yeah,
But
you've grown. Look at you, you've grown. You're more mature.
Just a little bit. And now I'm finally 40. I like being 40. It sounds good to say I'm 40.
Yeah, I mean, 40 is not as bad as people make it seem like, oh my God, we getting old, we getting old. But it's really one of those things where like you're really starting to understand like how you just cannot give a fuck about anything.
Yeah, like I really just don't
It
care.
just keeps growing. Like it just keeps growing. Like you just don't care for certain shit. You'd be like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, it's so much is not important. I just don't care. So yeah, I was just watching, like scrolling, waiting for you to get on here. And I just saw this video with Dr. Umar. And he was like, every now and then he be saying stuff that makes me either crack up or I agree. And I'd be like, damn, when I agree, because I'm like, it's Dr. Umar. But he was like, pretty women shouldn't date ugly people. He was like, ugly people need to date each other. And I was thinking about that because I used to always joke like, damn, I just need to date an ugly nigga. Because people don't like to admit this about themselves, and I'm okay with saying it. I do think I'm superficial a little bit. And I think most people are when they're dating because you date who you're attracted to.
I think you have to be. I mean,
because everybody doesn't find everybody attractive, right? Like people I find attractive, some of my friends don't find attractive.
But I also come back to this point. What's the first thing you notice? Like the first thing we look at is the physical. You know, if I can't get past how you look, facially or, physically, I might not never get to know that you're a great person. I might not never get to know all the lovely qualities that you have because I can't get past the initial part to get there. People are like, oh, you should love a person for who they are. And I'm like, I had this argument with this girl online, and I'm like, you don't even get to know who somebody is for a long time. Like all you meeting early on is just pure representative.
And yeah, because like sometimes for me, like the attraction may not always be physical. Sometimes it could be the energy, right? Like people say the big dick energy, but like men who are charismatic and funny can sometimes hook me even if they're not a looker. Now, I don't know to say that I don't think I'm that high and evolved to say like if a one-eyed, one-armed man who was charismatic was flirting with me, then I would be all in. I don't know that I'm there, but if somebody's not what most people perceive to be a looker, but to be their charismatic, that could get the legs open for sure.
Well, I always laugh and say that one of the true tellers of like our being superficial is somebody's first week at a job or somewhere where you're gonna be for some time, like in school, whatever. So the first thing is like, yo, you know, any bitches work there? Like, nah, yo, ain't shit going on here. A month later, you like, yo, I'm about to fuck the girl on my team. Hold on, you said ain't no she cool as shit though. You know what I mean? Like that's how you know because sometimes you fuck around and be around somebody long enough, you eventually gonna start seeing some chemistry there where you ignored the initial fact, like that you felt like nobody was attractive in your space.
Yeah.
Now it's like, oh no, she shorty mad cool. Like she be bringing my lunch and shit. We get to rapping. Yeah, hey,
You
she
falling for the work wife?
well, I'm just saying, like, that's how it ends up happening because whereas it's not always attraction. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
one of the places where it happens because you're around somebody so much and spending that amount of time that eventually you can kind of get that feeling like, oh,
So
I'm
but it's
attracted
so
to this person.
so it's so funny we say that like, but why has dating like just become so hard then, right? Because that's the point, right? To spend time around each other. I personally am not the type well, also the workplaces that I'm in, I'm not working around anybody that I'm attracted to. So whether it's somebody's funny or whatever, I'm just nobody's there that I'm attracted to. But it's just like that's what dating is, right? It's like I'm attracted to you. Let's hang out and get to know each other and then see what this becomes.
Well, you got to get to that point, right? So if it was like we were all in a communal space, sometimes we are, like, say, Instagram. You know what I mean? You can end up dating someone who you see their post and interact with socially Facebook. These spaces have been here for years, and I think everybody has fucked somebody from Facebook or Instagram. You
I
know,
have an official ranking. Like still to this day, Twitter has given me some of the best dick I've ever had. Like no other social media really has compared.
well, okay, but that's another example of being in the office, right? Well,
Is it? Well, I
yeah, because
guess. I guess.
you can look at somebody's profile, click it on, and be like, and then all of a sudden you're like, he kind of funny.
I'm
Oh,
making it very clear I cannot vouch for X, but this is when it was Twitter. Like, yeah, no, you're right. Because those early days of Twitter, especially Black Twitter, it was like you were interacting with the same people. You found people
yes.
funny. They were doing all types of meetups at the park, cookouts, all this shit. Like, OG Black Twitter was lit, and the dick was slapping on Twitter.
so that goes back to my point of it's not always superficial up front. Like we see each other and then it's initial like, oh no. There's plenty of people who we've dated that initially may not have liked us, we may not have liked them, and then we ended up dealing them for a long ass time. But you know, hey, I get it. Paul Pierce was just saying something to
Oh God.
yeah, no, he a clown. But he was saying like, man, get you a five and get you somebody who's humble, somebody who like, um appreciates like you and not all stuck on themselves. And he was like, a lot of them fine ass, pretty ass women who dudes be going after need to hear it all the time. Or
I
they
think that's any woman.
it is, but it's not. I get what he's saying. He's not saying, like because you get a woman who's not all that in a bag of chips. Like some women are pretty and can actually have a humble spirit and actually seem like they have like they're not just this baddie. And I mean, coming from an athlete, I think he's talking about some of those chicks that are like AKA baddies. You know what I mean? Like the way that they carry themselves, like they need all of this attention. And he was saying, man, you gonna kill yourself dealing with all of that shit. And I got what he was saying. Like it's just a lot dealing with a certain type of woman. So he's saying deal with a woman who's a little bit more humble, probably, lesser on the scale, but you make her feel like a nine in the way that you treat her. So she glows, but she might not be the chick that jump off the screen to everybody else.
I'm nodding. I just feel like it's this weird. I mean, I hate the word sometimes when men use humble to talk about women. So I try to look past that. But I get what you're saying.
You
Like,
know what I mean? It's
don't
some chicks,
go.
yeah, it's some chicks who just really chill. Like when I say humble, I would say some chicks that's really chill. Like instead of
Okay.
humble, I would say like, oh, she cool as shit. She got a real down to earth spirit. She not looking for, you know, everybody's approval and attention. And we getting that from a lot of women now where they want to be social media fine or, they doing so much just to garner that attention. That attention meter is crazy. You know what I mean? It's scary.
Attention is a hell of a drug. And we see this often. I think it's just not just women, like people in general. I just really hate that we're here, right? Because, like, these phones have fucked us up. And I
Hmm.
think a couple reasons, right? We're not, I don't think we were meant to look at ourselves this much. And I feel
Mm.
like for women, it parlays different, right? Because, the filters and all this stuff. And it's hard times. Like, sometimes, like, I have to tell myself, like, don't swipe and put Paris filter on your picture. Like, your skin is your skin. It's okay. But I do think attention get people fucked up though.
I'm so over the filters though. Like I don't fuck with the filters. Like take the filter off, especially when you're pretty. Like if you're pretty, like please take the filter off, y'all, because it's just one of those things where it's just not as as cool as y'all think it is. Like it looks weird. And we'd be like, what the fuck? You know what I mean?
Well,
Especially
I
when you
think it's
don't
like
need it.
different types of filters, right? You have filters that are just going to smooth you. There's some filters like I just woke up, I'm looking crusty, so I just don't want to look dry. But then there's like Facetune where they've like altered and you can tell like that's not your face kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah. But
So
I'm
I'm
just
not
talking about
opposed to a
I'm
little,
talking about the one that looked like soft touch of
yeah,
makeup
that's
and
the
you don't have
Facetune.
yeah, you
Yes.
don't have no fucking makeup on. Why your face look like you got makeup on? Like that's weird to me. But each his own.
But I guess because this is here we are, like everything's fucking fake. I think I'm just surprised at the lengths that people go to present themselves on here. Like, case in point, one of my service providers, I won't say who because then it'll narrow down who it is, but one of my service providers was like on Instagram posting up all these pictures and shit. And I was like, went to go book an appointment. And so I was shocked to see that she was like available because I'm like, she she away because like she's actively posting this. So I text her just to make sure, like, am I good to book this appointment? Because your book say you here. But I was like, but on Instagram, you not here. She's like, girl, I'm here. You can book the appointment. So we get there and I'm just like, girl, what? She was like, a lot of times she will fly out somewhere for the day and may take pictures in that day in like 5 different outfits in different spots and then hold them in the arsenal and post
I've seen that.
like in real time that she's there, but was only there overnight, but it's still posting, but it's back here working. And I'm like, that just takes so much fucking energy.
I seen that. I seen that from people who I know have traveled to a place, and they must have put on 10 outfits because they don't post when they go, and all of a sudden like they're back, and it's 2 weeks later, and you wake up and you see them on a flight like, uh,
Yes.
and you know that they're here, and you're like, you're in Baltimore. They're like,
Exactly. And I'm
oh
like,
no,
but you're
that's old footage. I don't post where I'm at, where I'm at. I get that. Like most
yeah, a
people
lot of people do
have
that for
adopted
safety.
that whole like thing, like, oh, you'll get these pics when I touch back down. You know what I mean? You'll get these pics, 3 days after my trip because I don't want my house being broken into. And first of all, I don't think nobody breaking into none of our houses. But
Well, that might be insurance scams these days.
no, I get it. But I think some people are like, oh my God, like I don't want nobody breaking my house. Like, you don't have shit in there. It's not worth breaking in your house. Like you're
But
not
you do because
Tom Brady or LeBron James
but
or
they got all their designer wares. You never know. Somebody may break in there for that Gucci belt.
oh, or that speedy bag. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I get it.
But no, I'm just like, I'm just really shocked at the lengths that people go through because I'm like, you're not a content creator. Like, you're just a regular ass person, but you feel so compelled to go on a 24-hour trip but pack 15 outfits so that you could perpetuate this appearance that you are. I just can't even, I can't think that hard to do no shit like this.
Yeah, I think people are going to any length just to even keep going on trips. Like they feel like that's their lane. Like I gotta go on a trip, I gotta go on a trip. Like they'll do anything just to get on a trip to keep up an image that they're traveling a lot. Like
I had to flex on somebody the other day, and it wasn't even a flex until somebody else pointed it out to me. But like they were saying something like, "Oh, you haven't been nowhere in a while," or something like that. Like I'm going here, da 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 da. And when they said it, I was like, "Yeah, I went to Colombia 10 years ago. Like I did that in 2015. Like,
right.
like I mean, okay." And I was saying this, I was like, I am very blessed that I have been to places that most people have never been to. Like I've been more places than most people have been, even with me slowing down travel right now.
Hmm.
So I was just like, okay, have fun. I'll tell you where to eat.
Right.
So I don't know. I just think that we're in this weird. I just really don't like where we are. I don't like nothing about it. I don't like. And I know we talked about this before. Everybody's looking the same, but I don't know. And I think that's contributing to the reason why I kind of want to pivot to something new is because I just don't feel compelled to be seen all the
What you about to do? You switching over to being
I'm about to be an Instagram baddie, nigga. That's why I'm losing this weight.
oh, I thought you were saying you about to be gay. Like everybody looking the same and you about to switch over to something new.
I might be gay for play. I don't know.
I was like, oh, you trying to tell me something? Like,
Nigga.
everybody looking the same. Oh, ain't no bed. Dating pool get smaller. I'm
I
gonna go get.
mean, you see it.
Yo, my one of my favorite pages that I watch is JJ the Stud Slayer, and that shit is
I'm
fucking
sorry, what?
JJ the Stud Slayer.
Now you sent me a lot of stuff, but you've never sent me this one.
Yo, it's nigga funny as shit. He goes up and be trying to holler at studs. This shit is hilarious. Like I be cracking the fuck up.
Because it's something you would do.
Yes, and I was like, damn, I need a fucking channel. I need a channel. Like this shit is hilarious. He be walking up like, "What's up, sweetheart?" And they look around like, "Yo, what's good?" You're like, "I'm saying, I think you're pretty. You look good." It's to the point where they be like, "Yeah, nigga, whatever," because they look so fucking rough. You know what I mean? Like, nah, I ain't with that shit, bro. Do I look like I like men? And he be like, "Yeah." You're a female. So like it just should be funny as shit. I love that shit. Like the internet will take you out of everything you got going on. Like you get down that rabbit hole, that shit is rough.
I re-downloaded TikTok because I got off TikTok because of that. Like the rabbit holes that you can go on the internet. Uh-uh. Uh-uh.
It's
And then you look
real.
up and it's fucking 2 hours done passed. And now I done fucking wasted 2 hours that I did not have to waste because I've been sitting here scrolling some dumb ass bullshit. But no, can't do it. Can't do it.
I just turned a little bit in my chair where I'm sitting here, and all of a sudden I realized I forgot to take my 800 milligram ibuprofen. I'm like, yo, we just was talking about being old. Like, I just turned a little bit like, shit.
You
Like,
old as shit.
At I
Yes,
finished. I drove to PA to play golf today, and
because you golf every day.
well, I haven't been able to. School was in session, all of that. It's actually the weather's starting to change a little bit now too, so we don't have much. We don't have a lot of golf time left here in Maryland. But
Your ass will go somewhere because you're very committed to golf.
well, I would love to take a nice golf trip somewhere. It's a trip to Arizona coming up, but I'm gonna be in Denver at the same time. So
Oh, that's so sad.
yeah, but
You
so
know, can we talk about something? I know you're gonna yell at me. I'm still a virgin this year. Can you believe it? Are you proud of me?
um,
Are you
I,
proud of me, friend?
I'm not proud of you. I'm actually upset with you because when you meet people and they say they haven't had sex, the shit is kind of weird. Like I feel like it's a lie. You know what I mean?
Why do you think it's a lie?
No, no, no. I don't think it's a lie. I feel like I'm almost supposed to think it's a lie, like to just not believe that somebody doesn't want to have sex for 3 years or 2 years.
Well,
Like
I'm not
what? Like
now.
like what the fuck is going on that you not having sex? Like why would you do this to yourself?
I tell you, it's not by choice, but it's by choice. If that makes sense.
Life's too short, man. Like
It
anything could
is.
happen.
It
Like
is.
just imagine if something, God forbid, something happened to you, and I had to get up there and be
If you ever said that at my funeral,
like, and to every woman out here saving themselves, you know, keeping their pussy tight. Boonie died with a tight pussy. Like, this is not what she intended for her life. Like, she had a lot of dick. She had definitely had a lot of dick before she left here, but in the last year was probably her slowest year. And it's unfortunate that for someone who has so much dick in their life, she went out like this. That would be cool if I said that right.
it would not be, but I would be in heaven. I would be a little laughing.
Mama Ratchet would be like, get off the mic. Get off the damn mic. That would be hilarious.
Yeah, this was not planned, but I'm in it. I was just saying, like, I don't know if it's this weird thing I'm having with discipline. I'm trying to practice discipline better. And now somehow this has got looped into this discipline lesson.
Okay. Well, you keep disciplining yourself. It's almost like punishment. Discipline can be a form of punishment. So yes, I guess it is discipline.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm gonna break it soon. Don't worry. But
so I don't think we talked since we did the show.
yes, we have, but not this.
Yeah, I'm saying we haven't talked on here
No, yeah,
since we
you're
did
right.
the show.
Yeah.
I thought that was so funny, like the whole like spitting in the mouth thing. That was it was 50-50.
So yeah, at the live show in Baltimore, um, we started talking about spit. Now, I feel like I've said this one here, but these episodes run together over the years. I think it's a time and place for spit in the bedroom. Certain things make me gag. Spit, snot, I don't enjoy that. But like if you doing a gawk gawk situation, yeah, you're gonna need some spit. That's appropriate. But like spitting in my mouth, do not do that.
But I don't understand. Okay, that's fine. I mean, to each his own. I'm not saying that it has to happen. I'm just saying that,
I know. Like
the
like
biggest thing was, we had the whole conversation around consent and about asking, like, is it okay if I spit in your mouth? Is it okay if I lick your nipple? Is it
she did
okay
not
if
say
I
it like that.
go down on you? Well, she said you should be asking. She said you
She's
should be.
learning.
I'm not learning because I'm not asking. I'm not asking anybody that. I'm gonna just do what the fuck I want to do. And I think that if you got um,
If you got what?
good enough sex, you can do what you want to do and get away with it.
To a degree.
To a degree, like I think you can get away with like, you little slut and spit on her back and just, you
Just do
know.
not spit on me. Like
I'm
I just
I'm
no.
just saying that I think you can get away with
I'm
it. If you getting if JJ the Stud Slayer is over there beating that thing up, Boonie, and you feel a little spit hit your back, you're not gonna flip out. You can be like, "Did you spit on me?" "Yeah, bitch, I spit on you. Take this dick." You can be like, "Yes, daddy. Yes, daddy. I haven't had no dick in a long time, daddy."
I would not. Do
You
not.
would. You could be like, "Oh my god,
I do not
the,
like spit.
the
I
dick was
really
slapping,
don't.
and I didn't realize he spit on me until afterwards." You can be
Like,
like,
why would you announce that you spit on me? I think spitting is degrading.
"I don't think it's announcing. You just do it, and then you're
That's
like,
disgusting. So if a bitch spit on you, you okay with it?
yes, spit on me."
Like she want to and spit.
Not hawk, like just get enough that it's
I'm not even bullshitting you. The only scene in Sinners that I covered my eyes was when the white girl was spitting in his mouth that shit. And I was like, this is disgusting. Like all the gore and all that did not bother me. But the scene with the spit, I was just like, oh no. Mm-mm.
yeah, I can't even. The movie has so much going on. I can't even remember that part. But
It was right before he got bit by her when they were fucking.
yeah, I can't. I'm telling you, it all ran together after that movie was over. Like people were so excited about it, and I
Of
was just
course.
watching it. Like,
Of course.
okay, I'm waiting for like the part like where this becomes really good because people was like, "Oh my god, it's so good! I just seen it twice." Like, oh my god, Sinners! Like, you gotta go see Sinners. Like, and when I seen it, I just was like, it's like a borderline horror movie.
Yeah, it was great.
It was good, but it was just like I was waiting for something else, I guess. And I just was like, okay. I mean, I enjoyed it, but I wasn't like walked out of there like, oh my God, like y'all gotta go see this movie. Like it was okay. Like, okay, it's cool.
I saw it twice. Okay. Now here's where I draw the line though, like because I saw it was like on HBO Max, and I was like, "Oh, I'm not watching this shit in my house though. Like, I'm not inviting that in my house, so I won't do that."
What?
I believe in energy. Like, I'm not watching that in my house. So
But
no.
you can plug up a fucking vibrator to your wall and jackhammer your pussy.
What the fuck does that got to do with the price of tea and
That's
chai?
the type of energy you bring in your house though.
Yep.
Okay. Power tools.
I mean, I really haven't even been doing that either.
Well, I suppose you're not because that's the worst thing to do when you're celibate. Like I went through a period of celibacy. Shout out
What,
to
3
therapy.
weeks? What, 3 weeks?
No, it was 30 days. Clock it. Clock it. And it was um and
I don't believe you went 30 days.
I went the whole 30. I
I
promise you. I went the whole
I
entire 30.
do not believe it.
I,
But go
s-
ahead.
I swear to God.
I'll let you tell the lie,
It
but go
was
ahead.
from I swear to God, it was from August to um September and longer.
Of this year?
No, this was fucking when I was in therapy. And she made
Okay.
me like that was part of my
Okay, go
like
ahead. Finish your
therapy.
point.
Like, oh, like you need to do like 30 days of celibacy just to kind of
So
realize. Yeah.
I agree. This is what mine started as. Mine started as like, okay, let's just regroup here. And now it's just morphed into this thing I didn't want it to be. And now here we are.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. Like, so I went through that particular period, right? And when I went through it, it was one of those things where it was just like when I watched porn, it was really, really hard. Um, when
Why?
because you're not having sex and you're making an effort not to have sex. Like you can't put that in your mind. You can't masturbate every day and be like, "Oh, I'm celibate." Like it's just making it hard for you. Now you celibate out of in my mind like you out of choice instead of like not being able to get sex. Like now it's like you're operating under a sense where like you can't get sex because you want sex so bad that you're masturbating every day. Versus like when you're just like, I'm not having sex and you just shut everything down. It's like two different levels of celibacy.
Yeah, I just feel like I'm open to it. It's just, yeah. I just don't really have access to anyone I want to have sex with.
If you're out there and you're listening to this show and you've been thinking about
Do not.
fucking Boney, please, please go in
Do
her DM. Matter of fact, just go on to X or somewhere she feels familiar. And
not.
you know,
Here's the thing. People be in my DMs, like, men are just a little creepy with it. Like, people aren't even smooth with it. Cause like, honestly, right now, I'd probably be so easy to crack, but they're not even smooth with it. Like, this everyone it could be a couple people in my DMs. And even like recently somebody was like, "Oh, I got a little crush on you." And I'm like, okay, like say something else. I guess people say things and there's no action. I guess I'm not pushing shit forward no more. So if you want it, then push, like, do what you gotta do.
Yo, I'm so fucking sick of gambling.
Oh my god, you gamble too. I'm disgusted by how much money men and women spend on these sports betting apps. People are gonna have a problem.
Like, this is crazy.
How much money have you lost with the Ravens losing and playing like ass this year?
So the funny thing is, I've been breaking even because I end up doing crazy shit. Like, I'll lose 200 like during the day, and then I'll do something crazy like bet 300 on one game at night just to get it all back. It's like
So
great.
how much money
But what I'll do
monthly?
is like
No,
so
no, no, no. How much money monthly do you spend on
spend.
gambling?
Whew, it depends because football season is only like 18 weeks. So there's weeks when I don't gamble, but when I do, it could easily be like $300 or $400 on a Sunday. It might be Monday night football I gambled on Thursday, so it could end up being $400 or $500 week. Um, but a lot of times, what I'll do is like kind of like break even or whatever. Um,
What's the thrill if you break even? Like, I don't get it. Like,
the
what's the
thrill
thrill?
is the thrill is I got my fucking money back that I lost from this morning. That's the fucking thrill. Like it's more of a less riskier bet. So if I say um my straight bet for the night is this running back is going to have 80 yards, and I feel like that's a lot. I might have paired that earlier in the day with somebody else getting this and somebody else getting that and somebody else doing this. Now all of a sudden it doesn't happen. I'm out of that $50 bet. I'm out of that $70 bet. So now I got to take 250 and bet this one sure thing just to get it all back. And then I cash it all out and put it back in my account. And I feel like I won, but I really didn't win because I
You
just
didn't win
got my money.
anything. Yeah, so like you just
But
waste.
I didn't fucking lose. That's the thing. If you are a winner, you fight to win. You play to win the game.
And so that is enough for you, and you get enjoyment
Well,
out of
no,
this.
I'm waiting to hit the big one. So I'm
That's
always,
what addicts say, man.
yeah, and I'm an addict. I'm not using my mortgage money. I'm so proud that I put my mortgage on biweekly payments. I felt like a fucking adult with my mortgage
They're
on
on auto payment?
auto payment, biweekly payments.
People who put their mortgage on auto payment, you're real adults.
Yeah, because I had to like make sure I was paid up. And then that next payment came like right shortly after that. And it was kind of like sad, but it was like just the feeling of knowing that every 2 weeks the mortgage is paid and it's broken in half. And it's not oh shit, it's about to be the 15th. Oh shit, it's the 17th. I got a late fee. Well, I might as well wait till the 23rd. Like at that point, as long as it's not 30 days late. But yeah, I feel real responsible because I'm like, oh, it's one time, it's an extra payment a year. And it's one less thing to worry about.
I am so old school with that. Like with bills, I sit down with my notebook and I'm like, okay, BGE, done. Verizon, and I pay my bills. I really only have like small things on auto payment to keep credit cards open so that they don't close them. That's
Oh, okay.
literally it. But like that's really grown shit. Like your mortgage on auto pay.
Man, I felt like a fucking boss. Like this is old people shit. You forgot to take your 800 milligram ibuprofen.
You got your
Like,
mortgage on auto pay.
yeah, that shit feel
Next
good.
thing you
Like,
know, you gonna be sitting outside the Avenue Market with the old heads and doing hack rides.
I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do when my kids send me to this concert. I gotta go see Rod Wave December 23rd in New York.
Who the fuck is that?
Oh man, what did Rod Wave say? You don't have to bring me back.
I don't know these people.
Yo, it's like he's a fat guy and he sings a lot of his lyrics. He's like a singer rapper.
Oh.
I hate you forever. Like he just like the kids love him.
I
But
thought
it's
you were gonna say NBA YoungBoy because I just found out who that
no,
was.
they love young boy. And it's like they be like, it's young boy. Like old people keep saying NBA and they're like, we don't really say that part. Like what? But
Oh. So that tells them that we're old already.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, I mean,
You know
that's
what
just
else is old? We went to brunch yesterday, out to breakfast. We went to Easy Like Sunday. And, normally you go to brunch, you're gonna get your little mimosas and all that shit. We sitting there with like 3 people who had
coffee.
tea, somebody had coffee, I had a chai, like sitting out little sipping out sauces and shit. I said, "Oh, this some old bitch shit." But yeah, I think I'm accepting that I'm okay with that. Like last night, I was out, went and saw a friend get engaged, and I was like, "I'm hungry. Let's go eat." We walked and got something to eat, and then like a second group of people showed up there, and I was like, "Yeah, it was great to see you guys," and I left. Like I got to go home and get in the bed.
That's crazy.
And then it's like, how do you meet people when you be in the fucking house?
Well, that's the thing. You're not gonna meet people. You have to meet them online.
I
And
won't.
we
I,
went
I
through
I shan't.
we went through it. I did the online dating. It's so funny when I do shit and I'd be like, "Oh, I did it because of the Boonie show." I remember trying that out, like after one of the shows where I'm like, "Oh yeah, let me go online." I met some dope people. It just nothing really clicked to end up being a
I will stand
full
on
thing.
this. I feel like you will have the better propensity to meet somebody dope than I would have the propensity to meet somebody dope on online dating.
Online dating is just kind of weird because there's a lot of people now who have the social skills, and now you know why they're online. But I mean, I'm a man, so I feel like I can win in any situation because I'm going to take charge and be like, "This what we doing. Either you're doing it or you're not." And I'm not going to care about any of the results from it because I'm going to ultimately be like, "Fuck it." It's like sometimes what women don't get, like it's a numbers game for us. You know what I mean? There's so many of y'all that like I could go and fucking not care if somebody told me no because I probably get 3 yeses by the end of the month. So many of y'all available.
It's just the numbers game.
I mean, sometimes it is. It's like, unfortunately, y'all on the wrong side of the numbers game. That's why I get in trouble when I say that y'all are no longer the prize. That is the number one thing that gets me cursed out.
Yeah, because when you say it, it's like, don't say it like that. But I get what you're saying.
Yeah, and I'm not saying it like y'all not the prize. Like let's say the point that I'm making is when we do find the one that we want to be with or the one that we want to deal with, we treat you like you are the prize because you are the prize. But in a situation where we're trying to just get to like get out here and meet people and do all of that, like we are in that space, like we're the prize, right? Because there's very few of us, unfortunately, who meet the qualifications of what you're looking for. And there's more of you that are qualified and in a better position. So salute to black women for being overqualified again.
That was so fucking shady.
Pat yourselves on the back for being so smart and intelligent and doing so
But
well with your lives.
but you can flip it back or over. Like, why can't the men step up and be equally as overqualified?
Mm, I don't know. I think it's a lot of things to do with things that happened in our community. Um, when we start looking at social and socioeconomic things where a lot of young black males wanted to be drug dealers or caught up in the culture of, not being smart and not wanting to go to school. Um, so when you was looking at the college campuses during the times that we were there, about 20 some years ago, which is
Well, again,
crazy.
we're old.
Right. Because it's like we think that we just graduated, but we really didn't.
It was decades ago at this point.
Right. But when we got to college, shit was It was like almost like a flex. Like my school 13-1. Shit, my school 15-1. You know, we got more girls than y'all got, but that was the case. Like at
And it's
HBCUs,
worse now.
yeah,
Like,
HBCUs, it was a big number in comparison to what it was um male to female ratio. And so when you're looking at that I'm sorry, female to male ratio of like 16-1, it was already there. We just didn't even notice it because we were young. And at that time we weren't even thinking like, oh yeah, we got it so good. But if you think back, you probably was sharing dick on campus and you just didn't even realize this was the start of your life. So maybe all this time you just haven't been paying attention, but it's been going on for a while.
yeah, I mean, and I was reading something recently where it was something like the stats are even worse now. I think it was like Howard. It was like Howard is like 70% women and 24% men.
Mm, yeah,
Like,
it's crazy.
could you imagine that? So, yeah, I don't know. And also I'm just like, I'm really just disinterested, but like I can't be gay either. So I
Well,
just I just don't know.
well,
This is
yeah.
not the face of a gay person.
I mean, you could be gay. I mean, because if I say something bad about gay people, I get attacked. So you can't say that. You can be gay. Um,
I am not gay. It
nope.
was like the reel that I just sent the other day where the girl it was like this white girl. She was like, "Why do I like girls? Why do I have to be attracted to men?" Like, I'm like, "Yeah, like, unfortunately, I'm just straight." Like, I wish I could be gay because I probably would be buttoned up like all the other gay girls.
Mm,
But here I
there's
am.
yeah, but so I was having this conversation recently with somebody. I'm still baffled um to try and understand what it really means when these people say that they're gay. Because at the point that you're attracted to the same sex, why are you attracted to someone who looks like the opposite sex? That kills me. I still will never understand that. Like you can't go out here and be like, "Oh, Brian, I'm gay," and you show up with a girl dressed like me, and I'm like, "You could have just dated me."
But you're
Like,
not a woman though.
but that's the point that I'm making is that you're dating a woman who wants to be a man, who's taking hormone
Well,
pills, who's dressing like a man,
that's wait a minute.
who's
Now
doing everything to operate as a man.
you're blurring a few things here. Does not all women who are lesbians who present masculine do not take hormones or do nor
No,
do
no,
they
no. I get that.
want to be men, but I get what you're saying. They're masculine presenting.
Yeah, so I'm saying that like when JJ the Stud Slayer is rolling up on these, we're talking about studs. They're dressed like men. They do everything to look like a man. We're talking studs, period. We're not talking femmes or whatever the names for, the girly ones. But I'm just saying, I would think that you love your femininity so much that you choose to just be with a feminine woman because that's what you are looking for more of yourself.
Or maybe you just don't like the personality of the feminine woman. Like, I may not like that.
So you're choosing the masculine woman because it's more like a man,
But she got a pussy.
but she wear a strap on.
Maybe not all the time.
They be walking around with it in their backpack. The girl,
Some
in
people
the girl in
do.
the WNBA was like, "Yeah, they be in the backpacks." She was because he was like, "How the dicks keep ending up on the floor?" She was like, studs keep they." She's like, "If you're a stud, you keep that dick on you. You just never know." And the guy was laughing when he was doing the interview, like, "Say what?" And she was like, "You gotta stay ready." She was like, so the fact that people throwing dildos on the floor is kind of crazy because the studs keep that thing on them. I'm like, what the?
I mean, I wonder what that's like if you are a stud. And if you are a stud, like DM me because I don't know how many studs follow me, but like I know sometimes like I've seen it where the videos where they're like they're wearing it, and it's just like I I'm gonna ask that question to somebody I'm interviewing soon for the podcast because I just want to know like when you're using a strap and you're fucking the person wearing the strap. do they feel like what do they feel?
So I don't think they feel.
They may feel something. That's why I was like, I want to just ask a person who's used the strap and is a strap connoisseur of like, what does it feel like when they're fucking with a strap?
Right.
Because it still could be friction happening.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think that they feel some level of horniness from the fact that this person is being turned on.
But I'm sure they're aroused. But I'm sure, like, I just want to like physically. Do you feel like when you're pounding? Is the friction or the
They would probably had to adjust the strap to be
yeah? I'm
like right
wondering.
around
And
the
then I
like.
saw one strap that was like vibrating. So it's just like it's all
Well, that
types of
would be
things out there.
different. Yeah, that would
Yeah.
be different.
But I'm just wondering if you just wear a
But
strap
like
and then like
when they're faking and like moaning and stuff, like they just
now the
came.
only thing
That's
I
crazy.
never understood, like even when I've watched things, porn, like when they're sucking the strap, I'm like, no,
Yeah, all of that, and they like sucking the
I always
strap, and
skip
they like,
that.
yeah, suck that shit. Yeah, yeah, oh yeah, suck this. Like,
Yeah, I
what?
skip that part. Like I don't want to see that.
What? Like that's the part I'm talking about. Like it'd be crazy because you still sucking dick. Like you did all of that to stop fucking with niggas, and you still sucking dick. Like that's crazy. You know what I
Well,
mean? Like you thought your days of sucking dick was over. They're not. Get over here and get on your knees.
well, I will let you know.
And they be getting slapped around. Like them studs be abusive.
That's not funny. Oh my god.
No, I'm just saying at the end of the day, like all the things that you left from men because you was tired of being treated a certain way, you're getting it from the stud. Like that's crazy. But a lot of girls that I know personally, um, that had became gay and ended up being with like studs, I felt like they were very promiscuous at a young age. They were very they slept with a lot of guys. They had
Okay.
reputations. Um, and I felt like it was more about them being with somebody who provided them a safe space. It's not so much about at this point that it's a dom or the girl is femme or whatever. I think it just somebody finally gave them the love that they were searching for through all the dicks that they went through.
Well, if I ever became gay, like I would probably I don't if I did, I can honestly see why you would go for I don't know that I would want like a Manny Fresh looking stud, but like somebody
Not the
who
Manny Fresh one.
but like if it was a girl who was masculine presented but was still pretty, then I could see.
Okay, there's hope for you. So if you're out there and
Please
you
don't.
you have a strap that vibrates, and would that count of breaking your celibacy if it was a strap?
I don't even want to say that I'm celibate. I'm just not actively having sex because there's no like promise. There's nothing I'm hoping to get out of it on the other side. I'm just in a
Uh,
dry spell.
so what's the difference between celibacy and um
Abstaining. I don't know,
yeah, I was about to say, like, is there a difference?
but yeah,
Celibacy means
I
that
just
something
like because
is
like, all right, I'm gonna Google it because I think like when people say celibacy, they took some like, um,
oath or
yeah,
have like a goal or something.
yeah, and I'm just like, that's not what I am. But okay, the dictionary says celibacy is the state of not being married, being voluntarily being unmarried, sexually abstinent, or both.
Unmarried, sexually absent.
Okay, here's one thing. So it says abstinence versus celibacy. Abstinence is an intentional decision to avoid something such as having sex. Some people choose abstinence before marriage. However, you can abstain from anything, drugs, certain types of food, unwanted behaviors. Celibacy refers to intentionally avoiding sex related activities. Someone may decide to stay celibate for a certain amount of time or their entire lives. Yeah, like I'm not celibate, but I may be abstaining right now.
Okay, but you're abstaining because you just can't get no dick.
No, it's just like I just don't
Because you
like.
can get some dick. We know you could get some dick. You got
Yeah,
some
like it's
dicks
so
that
it's
you
like
can call.
it's not that I
You just
can't
don't
get.
even want to like settle for that. You just want to just basically stop digging back in the well, fucking the same
I want to
dudes.
stop going back to the recycled dick pile.
Yeah.
I don't like how people approach me who are interested, because I have this thing now where I'm very mindful of people who are interested in me and people who just want to fuck me. And I think a lot of people,
Ooh, can we stay right there for a second?
and I think a lot of men that I encounter just want to fuck me, but they don't like me. They just want to
So,
fuck me.
so,
And I
so
fell in the trap before where
yeah,
I've given pussy to somebody who I was like, okay, I think they're cool. We were dating, but then it very quickly came relevant to me. Oh, they just wanted to fuck Boonie.
right.
And I
And
think
so
I'm
can we?
very mindful of this right now. And
And
so, yeah.
that's great. That is amazing because I feel like I was having this conversation with my young, like they're almost like my daughters, the girls who are in my grad program. And it's this feeling of like, y'all don't really get it. You think you get niggas. Like you get niggas because niggas just want to fuck you. You get niggas because niggas will fuck everybody that they can fucking see. It's a difference between a nigga wanting to be with you and being
Yes.
interested in you than just wanting to fuck you. And so many women miss that mark because I see so many women say, I get niggas, I got niggas. Yes, you got niggas who want to fuck you. You don't have niggas asking you out to date you, or you don't have niggas who intentionally trying to just be with you. And they take that as almost like a shot saying that like they don't look good or something. Like that's not my point.
Yeah, it's
It's two different things.
and I do. I acknowledge that I'm pretty, people are attracted to me. I can acknowledge all of that. But that's where I think the discernment right now that I'm tracking and feeling is that a lot of people who pull up in my DMs, they just want to fuck me. They have no and I guess the thing I'm really harping on is I need some intentionality. And it's not that many people who engage with me who want to be intentional with me. And so because of that now, I don't want to fuck you.
Well, I think the problem now is like a lot of people just don't have any intentionality because it is so easy to fuck
Yes.
your counterparts. So
And so I don't.
we've lost that intentionality because it's like, why do I have to have it? I really almost have to get caught up to have the intentionality because early on, I admit my first thoughts is a trick. That's it. I just want to fuck. Like I'm trying to fuck you because I'm looking it back goes back to our initial conversation. I'm looking at your face, I'm looking at your body, and I'm thinking, damn, I want to fuck. Now, after I'm fucking and I get to know you and be around you, oh, hmm, she might could be a good mother one day. You know what I mean? Like those things happen, but I'm just so glad that you clarify that because there's so many women who don't know the difference and they're listening thinking like, oh, I got niggas. I got no, like you don't have no niggas. You got
Yeah,
niggas that's
and it
fucking
to
you.
me
And
like
if you
that.
stop fucking, and if you stop fucking the niggas who just want to fuck you and not really want to be with you or anything, you're gonna be right there with Boonie with no dick. And you're gonna be DMing her talking about, girl, let's stop fucking the fuck boys or the fuck niggas.
And so yeah, and so to the point, it's like even though I do be horny at times, I don't feel like I'm suffering. Would I like to have sex? Sure. Will I probably have to go tap my good old faithful soon? Absolutely, maybe have to happen. But I feel more comfortable going back to that person than engaging with some of these new people because I'm also very discreet and I don't, even with this podcast, right? I don't like the fact that this one person could potentially be out here saying, I bag Boonie. Cause I just, in my gut, I feel like that was all the intent was. And you won't catch me slipping again.
I feel the same way. I just don't want people being out there like I fucked the beer guy. I just don't want that floating out there. I don't. I
No,
don't.
you don't care. But it's
No,
just
I do
like,
care. At the end of the day, like it's so funny because I've had this conversation with so many people, and they be like, "Well, you got a reputation. Well, what's my reputation? You fuck a lot of chicks. You a hoe. You can you name 3 people I've been with?" And they can't. And it's like literally like, well, how can you? Well, I guess maybe I don't know who you've been with. Like, you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
it's one of those things where like people just go off of what they think they've heard, what they think they know, stories, and people look at you and be like, "Oh, you look like you got bitches." Like, what the fuck does that mean? But like it's funny, somebody had said that one day I met somebody um And my brother was like, "Oh yeah, I had seen the girl that we met at the bar that day who was like bar vegan or something." And it was like, but he knows the person, and they was like, "Yeah, your brother's name bells in these streets." He was like, "What you mean by that?" Like, "Oh yeah, like he a hoe." I'm just like, "What?" I was like, "Tell that bitch shut up." Like she don't even fucking know me. And obviously she was asking about me to somebody to have said that. But it was just one of those things where it's like it's weird because like if I ever get a chance to have a conversation, it will come back to, "Oh, I don't know nobody you slept with." Like, okay, so where'd you get your information from? Like, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah. So yeah, I do think it's something important for people just to really feel like, do people really like you? They just want to fuck you.
that's good.
And
That's good. I felt like we finally hit that part of the podcast where it's like a gym. It's like, like you're not intentionally trying to get like a gem, but you know what I mean? You do want to
but
look back to an
yeah,
episode and be like, yeah, that was like some good shit. Like we left
well,
the listeners with something important.
there you go. But yeah, that's why. So yeah, so I just want to clarify, I am not celibate by any means. So, but uh just being a little discerning.
Don't stop fucking my friends or the guys you know that just want to fuck you because you heard this. And then now all of a sudden they like getting a pink slip and they coming back like, yo, you say too much shit on the podcast. You told these bitches to stop fucking me. You know I don't want shit. You know I ain't about shit.
But it's real, and it's funny because I think all women have been there where, and sometimes let me make the record reflect too. Sometimes I was just fucking a motherfucker that I ain't had no intention of doing nothing beyond fucking them either, right? But
Right.
those people, yeah, I think I said this on a podcast before we went on break, but like my old faithful moved, so that's also contributing to why without, because it's always I know what it is there. We have a mutual respect for each other.
Mm-hmm.
We can kick it, we can fuck and keep it at that. And I I miss that.
Oh, it's kind of like, I miss that.
Yeah, I miss that. So
Mm, mm.
here we are. And now to cultivate somebody new, it's like, just got my little eyebrow raised a little bit. But something will shake out soon.
Okay, well, keep us updated on that. Are
The
we?
pussy tracker.
Yes. Like you should post like a number every day until it happens. Like we just know what that means, and only like certain people who really follow
What?
the podcast
They
like it.
know what it means? Yeah.
Yeah, it don't have to say like day 31, but it could be like
So
six.
here's the thing. If you y'all real listeners of the podcast, if you ever see me post on Instagram a picture of a cupcake with a candle in it, I got my back blown out.
Like a real cupcake with a candle.
Yep.
Shit. Not just a picture.
Not a picture, a real cupcake.
That's funny. That's funny as shit. That's good. I like that. Are
All
we going to
right.
Are we going to Philly?
So yeah, I was about to say that. So you heard in the housekeeping early in the episode we're doing New Orleans. I am gonna reschedule New York for the springtime. I'll have Brian come up to New York. But I think we're going to pivot to Philly. I'm working on a date. I was trying to do something maybe near possibly Valentine's Day in Philly. So um more to come, but we're gonna go to Philly and then we'll pivot back up to New York.
Okay, sounds good. And it wasn't in the housekeeping notes, but Brian is hosting a happy hour, his happy hour he does for Poly City every year.
What
Um
day is that?
yes, the problematic fave is hosting a happy hour. I'm acting like I'm talking in the third person. It is the Thursday before the Poly City game every year, but it will be at Bar Vegan, the new Bar V,
And what
uh
day will that be? Like your calendar day?
Thursday. It's always the Thursday before
Oh, the 23rd or the 30th?
the 30th. The
Okay.
30th.
October
So
30th.
October 30th, the day before whole day. I know a lot of you are gearing up with your hoish Halloween outfits. I really want to host a Halloween party one year. Like I really want like you gotta have a mask on. You can't tell people who you are.
Oh,
Like
some like vanilla Scotch shit.
yeah, like some dope crazy shit. But I feel like in order for it to be like as slutty and filthy as I wanted to be, like it would just had to be like some people might have to sign some NDAs or something. Like
Bring it.
I read this Six Brown Chicks thing, and the dude was like, I go to my fraternity brother's Halloween party every year. And for the last 3 years, 2 years, I hooked up with the same girl. We never take our mask off. And it's too fucking good to keep waiting. And he was like, while at a cookout, a girl asked him, do you know what you're going to be for Halloween this year? And he was like, I felt like it was her. And it's possibly one of my wife's friends. And he was just like, why would she ask me that? But I still don't know who it is. And I'm thinking about maybe taking my mask off and asking her to take hers off this year when we hook up for Halloween.
Okay, please send me the update to this one.
And I'm like, it was just, it was just one of those things. There's no updates to it. The Six Brown Chicks, when they do the post all of the stuff, the confessions.
Yeah, they've been menaces for years.
Yeah, so it's like, damn, that's crazy. Like, that's wild. Like
Yeah, that is kind of wild. I want to update to this one.
I'm like, we should have a big ass Halloween party.
All right, well, let's try to do that next year then.
I mean, you and your neighbor, we could just have it like two houses, both open. Like,
You think all these motherfuckers got the mouse?
yes.
No.
See, that's
any
the problem.
closing thoughts?
Nobody want to host, and nobody want to be responsible for people nutting all over their floor.
I got white couches, nigga. All right. I don't know.
Just put plastic down everywhere, like the grandparents used to do. Final thoughts. Final thought is just because niggas flirt with you, say you look nice, say you look good, and want to fuck you, don't mean you got niggas. You got niggas that want to fuck you. There's a difference, and go down your roster and just put people in a bucket if they want to fuck you or they actually want to be with you, and see where you at with this whole list of niggas that you get or got. And that's pretty much what I got. I don't have anything else other than that.
Yeah.
Come out to the happy hour. Maybe you'll meet a guy. Maybe you'll meet somebody. It'll be
maybe you'll meet your problematic fave.
It'll be a good crowd. The good thing about Poly and City, they are the two elite Baltimore City public schools. So you'll get that kind of duality that you're looking for. A city guy with a degree and a good job. Like, oh, he's from the city, but he actually went to college. He got a good job, but he might not. you might have to peel back some layers to actually find that out and talk to somebody. But I know a lot of good people that'll be there. Come out, have a good time.
We'll pull up. All right.
Are you coming?
I will try my best to come.
Oh, that's the bullshit. That's the bullshit, y'all. Boonie did not show up to say happy birthday to me after she said she was coming. And that's crazy. That's crazy, y'all. The way I show up for Boonie, I couldn't even get her to show up for 5 minutes.
You want to do that on the podcast?
For 5 minutes. I traveled to other states, everything for her. And all I wanted for my birthday was Boonie to come by. And people were like, oh, I thought Boonie was coming. And I was like, yeah, she'll be here. And then it was like, by the end of the night, like, she don't fuck with me like that.
See how you do me, y'all?
I ain't do anything.
I will make it up to you, friend.
No. How are you going to do that? No, let's not even say stuff like that, because then now it just seems like, oh, she about to post that candle.
Bye, yo.
All right, Boonie.
All right, that's it for this week's episode, the first episode of the final season of the Boonie Breakdown podcast. We want to thank our problematic fave, Brian, and I promise you, friend, I will make it up to you for missing your birthday shindig, all right? And if you enjoyed this episode, I encourage you to listen and subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, YouTube, or any place that you listen to your favorites on. Don't forget to leave us those 5-star reviews. You might just hear it on a future episode. You can do that on Apple and Spotify. Follow us on social media. Share the episode with those you love, those you don't love, those you fucking hate. I don't make these pretty images for nothing, okay? Especially these reels. Just hit share, hit repost. It's so easy, all right? Have a dope ass week. Stay healthy, stay safe, stay sane. Thank you for listening. And remember, the ratchet in me always honors the ratchet in you. Namaste. Until next time.